In his poem Giovanni Caboto, published in 1980 in the collection Sons of Darkness, Filippo Salvatore thus addresses the monument to John Cabot in Montreal. Giovanni, they erected you a monument, but they changed your name. Here, they call you John. The statue, installed with the blessing of the consular hierarchies of the city in 1931, was commissioned to Florentine sculptor Guido Casini and unveiled in 1935 to celebrate one of the glories of Italianness and as an homage to the man who, discovered in Canada several centuries before, had made possible Italian immigrants' journey to their promised land. From private schools to public pools and seniors' homes, the name of Giovanni Caboto is associated with so many civil and social landmarks in the GTA and in the whole of Canada. It is one of the most celebrated cultural icons of the Italian-Canadian heritage. But who was this follower in Cristoforo Colombo's footsteps? Giovanni Caboto was an Italian navigator and explorer whose 1497 expedition to the coast of North America under the commission of Henry VII of England is the earliest known European exploration of coastal North America since the Norse visits to Finland in the 11th century. Caboto's birthplace is somewhat disputed, although it seems likely that he was born in Gaeta in the province of Latina, not far from Rome, and another less credited conjecture is that he was born in Castiglione Chiavarese in the province of Genoa. Either way, the Caboto family moved to Venice, where Giovanni gained full Venetian citizenship in 1476, thus becoming eligible to engage in maritime trade. While in Venice, he would sign his name as Juan Ciabotto, Juan being a form of John, typical to Venice. The Republic of Venice was not particularly interested in exploring oceanic commercial routes, as the Doge, the governor, preferred to strengthen the Serenissimi's traffics in the Mediterranean basin and in Northern Europe, in the Flemish and Baltic countries. For this reason, Caboto left Venice for Valencia in Spain, where his creditors attempted to have him arrested by sending a lettera di raccomandazione a giustizia, a letter of recommendation to justice, to the authorities. He thus moved to Seville, where he tried to get support from Ferdinand of Aragon and Isabella of Castilla, as he aimed to pursue a different route than that followed by Cristoforo Colombo during his famous journey. Caboto probably suspected that the Genoese explorer, who would return from his successful expedition in 1493, had not reached China as he had planned, but some other land. The two monarchs refused to support him. Therefore, Caboto soon moved to London to seek funding and patronage. He found those in King Henry VII who jumped at the opportunity to endorse the Italian explorer, especially since he had missed the chance to have Columbus at his service a few years before. Cabot received his royal patent in March 1496, and it is believed that he made his first voyage that summer. Little is known about his first expedition, while the second one is fully documented in the official chronicles of Bristol, the city in southwest England where his fleet of 5 vessels departed from. He boarded the one called Matthew, probably named after his wife Mattea, who had given him 3 sons, Sebastiano, Luigi, and Santo, who had followed him during numerous explorations of the Far East. After Cabot left Britain in May 1497, he crossed the Atlantic, aiming to pioneer a more northerly route, going around the territories that Columbus had discovered in order to reach China by water. He would make landfall somewhere near Newfoundland or Labrador and immediately claimed the new land for his sponsor. The route he discovered was much quicker than the one Columbus had traced. The third expedition was to be his last. It was long believed that Cabot and his fleet were lost at sea. But it is in fact unknown whether he died during the voyage or he returned safely and died shortly after. But why was Cabot's discovery so important? Well, apart from the fact that he technically set the starting point in early Canadian history, he is also the reason why so many people nowadays speak English in North America. In fact, being sponsored by the King of England, he allowed the Crown to make a claim for all of the new land. Finally, on his second expedition, his crew is said to have brought back 3 fur-cladded Inuit men who, in a matter of a few months, could dress and speak like true Englishmen. This would convince the king that North American populations could be turned easily into English subjects and that North America would be an ideal colony to have.